How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with our NHL 22 Hut Road to Glory, our no money spent Road to Bread. And guys, I really love the comments. Every time I look at it, you're like, yes, another episode, or I can't believe I missed these. I can't wait to rewatch these. It's just so awesome to see you guys really rallying around this series, something that I'm doing completely new. And it's nice to see a new chunk of you, and those of you that may have been longtime fans of the channel. Now you get to see something new as well. So I really want to say thank you for all the encouragement and support on this series. But guys, if you are new, make sure to subscribe. We've got a lot more of this series coming. And can we get this video to 10 likes? You guys absolutely love this series, so I'm gonna try and give you guys as much of it as I can. But today we are gonna do a couple sets and then get into some gameplay here. But the first set that we were gonna do is one I mentioned in the last episode. We're not gonna be able to get any of these master player items. They're just way too expensive for somebody like us. I mean, we barely have 83s, let alone 84, 85s that I can just discard for a random fantasy hockey player. Now, I know these are good players, but I just don't know. I mean, it's not worth the coins for me. I don't have the coins. I have to liquidate basically everything, and it's just not worth it. Most of our stuff is untradeable anyway, which is how it usually goes on a no money spent team, especially when you're playing for fun and not to get the most meta squad. And that's one of the things I can recommend that you guys do. Is don't go after the meta. Obviously, if a player's got like 78 speed, maybe don't go after him. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say don't just chase players for the speed and the deking and whatnot. Chase players that you look like you're going to have fun with. Some of your favorite players, you know. Just go and build your ultimate team. Just go have fun with it. Don't take rivals or hut champs so seriously. It's just, you know, supposed to be fun, competitive, right? You know, there is that little bit of an edge to it because it is a competition, but at the same time, guys, I highly recommend just kind of take some deep breaths, letting the goal, just understand why, don't be so upset, don't, you know, blame the game unless it's clearly obvious because, you know, the game is the game and it's a game for a reason. And that's one of the things I've started to do is, you know, thanks to being able to watch my gameplay back when I'm editing, I'm like, oh man, yeah, that really sucked. That was on me. And I don't want to try and defend EA, like, because some of the things are inexcusable, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and do the random week 2 choice pack. I was hoping to get the week 1, but of course, I uploaded that video, and the next day they're like, hey, week 2 is out. So, well, as much as I would have rather had week 1 players, we are going to do the week 2, but you can see it's not really throwing us or setting us back any in the autofill, which, thank you, EA, actually does choose untradables first, but I went ahead and played a quick hut challenges game. You guys don't want to see that, trust me. They're mind-numbingly, you know, boring and dull, but the nice thing is they're only 1 minute periods, so they're really only 5 to 7 minutes of actual time it's going to take you there. It's going to save you the 15 players. No reason to put in 15 players for this collectible that you can do in 5 minutes of actually playing. Plus, you can get some daily objectives done. As you guys can see, I did. I've got 2. But there we go. We are going to do the choice pack. I decided to opt for the choice pack over the random player because we get a choice, right? For 5 extra players. And here we go. Our X Factor player choice has refreshed. The cooldown is over. The 30-day cooldown is over. So there we go. A bunch of 74s for the chance at a really good player. Now, one of the things that I noticed is that set's repeatable and there's no cooldown timer. I might be able to do that one again now that we're over a month into the season. And if we are, I'm going to keep re-rolling until I get something super good, right? I mean, I've got one now that we just did, but maybe at the start of every episode, maybe not at every episode, but you guys know what I mean. Maybe occasionally, maybe after on rewards days, I'll re-roll it if that's an option. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Or if it's just not updating and there's still only 30 days per X Factor player, because that kind of makes sense. You don't necessarily want a whole team of them. But here we go. Let's get the boring pack out of the way. The 2 gold players back. Can we pull something good? Dan Vladar and Paul Postma. So the answer is no. We're not going to pull anything spectacular. But here we go. We're going to go to the Fantasy Hockey Evo player first and then the X Factor, because the X Factors are a little bit better. We get Brandon Hagel and Rasmus Asplund of the Buffalo Sabres. So really not too great of players. They're going to get +1 overall for every goal they score. And you know, quick draw versus crash or close quarters is definitely in favor. The booming shot synergy is definitely one that's better than Gladiator, at least for us, because we can actually activate booming shot if we wanted to. Just do some flipping around. And it was at this moment I decided to go to hockeyreference.com and take a look at who's getting more time on ice. Brandon Hagel's playing 16 minutes a night. Rasmus Asplund is playing 18 minutes a night. Now, you guys may be saying, but the Blackhawks are better than the Sabres. They're not doing that much better, and I don't think Brandon Hagel is going to be an instrumental part in their turnaround. Whereas Rasmus Asplund does tend to play on the first line here in Buffalo, so I'm going to take Asplund. He's such a good underrated player that a lot of you guys may not even have watched him play, but he's actually really, really good. The perfect two-way forward for the Sabres, and he does get a decent amount of goals, and playing all that ice time should hopefully help. So here we go. Alex DeBrincat pops out. Seth Jones is very casual. I was confused because most of them are a reveal. There's Chris Letang again. We're going to get Shea Theodore as well. And finally, it's going to be Mark Stone. So we already have Shea Theodore. We have Seth Jones' 86 card. As you guys can see, he goes up to 86. So it's really no benefit to take Seth Jones now. Base Seth Jones is 83, and then it goes up to, it's going to cost some coins. Then we have Alex DeBrincat here, who's an 84 overall. Looks really, really good, hands and whatnot, but we just don't necessarily have a place for another sniper like that. You guys can see Mark Stone, his speed is only 83 fully maxed out. That's not good. I know I said don't chase players based on speed, but at some point, you kind of got to get players that have respectable speed, not absolutely stuck in quicksand speed. Here you go. I did talk about Chris Letang earlier in one of our X Factor packs, and I'm looking at him here, and we have his base card. It would go up to an 83. I really enjoyed playing with Chris Letang, but obviously Seth Jones is one of the cover guys with his quick pick ability. That's really, really good. Quick pick could be a very, very clutch ability if we can get it active. DeBrincat, nah, it's between Seth Jones and Chris Letang for me. I don't need either of the forwards. They would go on, the third, fourth line? And besides, I've already got too many X Factors up there anyway. My first two lines are basically X Factors. But there you go, guys. There's Letang. There's Seth Jones. What are we going to choose? Chris Letang can get some pretty good synergies. I think my mind is made up here. Taking a look at Seth Jones, I mean, it's just going to cost us, $65K just to get him to an 86. And we already have his 86. It would cost us another $65K. We'd have to wait and just let him sit in the reserves. So we are going to take Chris Letang, and we're going to upgrade him immediately, guys. It's only going to set us back about 3,000 coins, 3,250 or something like that. And then we have his base card. So I'm not going to upgrade him to an 84, but I mean, I am going to play him and upgrade him. He gets the applesauce synergy as well. We're going to go ahead and bench Ryan Ellis because we need to bench a right-handed defender. And Fly the Zone is one that I'm going to struggle with here to stay active because I can't get Fly the Zone on Chris Letang unless I upgrade him to his number 1. Now, I'm trying to save my coins, guys, because I want to buy Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews has been okay. I mean, he's been okay. He's been very underwhelming. He's not been like I thought he was when we drafted him at the very start in our opening pack. Austin Matthews has been incredibly disappointing compared to what I thought he would be. I think guys like even Patrick Kane, Pasternak's already made a bigger impact. Obviously, McKinnon is elite. He's so good with that speed, and he's got a ridiculous shot and deking. I mean, he's really good. Plus, I mean, he's just an all-around great card. But I think Matthews can get to that level where McKinnon's is once we buy his base card. When we buy his base card or just upgrade him for the 100K, I think his base card was going for 90 the last time I checked, something around there. It fluctuates day to day, but we're going to purchase Chris Letang here for his base card. I'm not going to buy tier 8 for the 84. I don't have a power-up collectible. It would unlock Fly the Zone, which would be nice, which is a little bit sucky there. But back to Austin Matthews. That's the next big purchase, guys. I'm saving my coins so that we can get Austin Matthews up to his 88, I think it is. And then I think after that, we can use the power-up collectibles to keep getting him higher and higher. I mean, having a 90-plus overall Matthews could be really, really sick because once you get that speed up, he can start flying in the zone and really you just cut in or get around somebody. And then you get to use his great shot. And yeah, I just checked to see if we have any power-up collectibles. Not this week. We should soon once we get our pre-order rewards or pre-order bonuses, I should say. But as you guys can see, yeah, I think Pasternak, it'll probably go Matthews and then Pasternak and then Kane as far as guys I want to buy because Pasternak's only 30K. So if I really grind rivals and squad battles that week, we can get some pretty good amount of coins. Kaprizov doing just fine. We already have his base card. It was pretty easy at the start. And here I'm trying to figure out how to get Fly the Zone active. And surprisingly, guys, we do not have a Fly the Zone coach. I don't know if they're rare or something, but I mean, it would have really helped, but we would have deactivated Magician. So what I think I am going to do is we're going to bench Alex Pietrangelo for now until we have the liquid coins, or, you know, pull somebody else that's got Fly the Zone that has to play. You know, we'll play Ryan Ellis in there for Pietrangelo. We could always sell Pietrangelo, but I don't think he goes for all that much, to be honest. So we're going to just keep him there. He's tradable. He's going to sit there on the bench for now. Ryan Ellis gets Fly the Zone active, and that's going to help guys like Matthews and whatnot. And here we go. Jumping into the gameplay, you can see my opponent has McDavid, Eichel, and Duchesne, all with the Wheels ability, and that means that's the Evo Duchesne. He's got Evo Duchesne. He's got maxed out McDavid. I think that's maxed out Eichel as well. This guy's team is really, really good. But we're going to jump all the way ahead to the third period where we win a face-off. Duchesne gets it, circles around. Matthews is going to knock it off, but Duchesne gets it back. He loses it and then just shovels it home. And at the halfway mark of the third period, it is 1-0 to my opponent. This was a crazy defensive game. All he did was circle around, spin in circles. I mean, his username was Brad Spams LT, and that was accurate, right? He just kind of went back and forth, and I conceded some time on attack, and there's the end of the game, guys. Stone knocks it off of us, and we are going to lose 1-0. Now, my shots were not just thrown on. I did create a couple quality opportunities. Wish we could have sniped them, but we didn't. Unfortunately, losing 1-0 means we're not going to get almost any rivals points. You guys can see there, the time on attack. I mean, that's crazy amount of time on attack, but he really didn't do anything with it, right? The only good quality opportunity was that Duchesne one where he got a little lucky picking the puck up, but I mean, it happens. But Duchesne, McDavid, Price powered up all the way. The top Hedman, the top Patrick Kane, the top Eichel. He also had the Evo Aho. So this guy's team was really good, guys, but I like our plan going forward. I like our team. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This a free for all before we fall. This a free for all before we fall.